got a four-way pot here, and I'd probably normally fold if I wasn't closing the action, but since I'm closing the action, I'm gonna go ahead and call here. And we whiff, so we're pretty much just gonna be check folding this. 3-6 and a button, and we get a limper. Just gonna fold. Ace king under the gun. Small pocket pairs in early position. I'm just gonna raise. I'm saying you don't have to play these hands from early position. I do. I try to play all my pocket pairs, but it's a pretty good flop to c bet. It's a little drawly, but you know, I think I take this down quite a bit. It's gonna fold. I can't ever really do much in that spot. Sorry about that. Had a phone call, but we're back to the action now. I got a min raise here. I'm just gonna fold. These little min raisers, they kind of get on your nerves, but it's kind of it's kind of hard to put them on anything because some of them do it with big pocket pairs, and some of them do it with low pocket pairs, trying to set mine cheap. Some of them do it with you know like a ace rag suited or suited connectors. So it can be really tough to play against those min raises. It's gonna fold the king jack against the short stacker. Just gonna limp along here. Normally I wouldn't set mine against one player, but I will set mine against three. Um, I think when you set mine against just one player, your chances of getting all the money in when you hit a set really aren't all that great. And that's really what's going to make set mining profitable is when you can hit your sets against players who you can get all the money in with. And if you're in a three or four-way pot, the chances of getting the money in when you hit a set are go up quite a bit. Um, I wasn't gonna play these at first just because Poker Tracker wasn't picking up the hands, but it's actually picking up the hands now. So I'm going to re-raise here. I kind of made that bigger than I wanted to. I was going to make it 10. A little bit of a misclick there. A lot of limping going on. We're going to throw in a 3-bet here. You know, one of the advantages you have moving to a different table each hand is I think your 3-bets probably get a little more respect just because you know, they don't know anything about you and they don't know how you've been playing. You know, they don't really have a feel for what you're doing. So I've noticed that from other players. I think some of the other players are 3-betting a little more. I think they're squeezing a little bit more. Is this the same player that keeps limping? I'm really tempted to play this. Just gonna let it go though. I'm just gonna let it go. Oops. Uh, Folded the Jack 6 on the button a little fast there. Seven seven under the gun. Occasionally I'll limp with this. You know, I usually try to raise. I think I'm obligated to c-bet, and I think I'm pretty much done with the hand. I don't see what he could be calling with that I'm beating. So we're just gonna fold. I really don't want to spew off a bunch of chips to a player who's, you know, he called my under the gun raise, so he called my flop bet, so he probably had something. I think, you know, most of the time he has something that he's probably not going to be folding. Half tempted to squeeze here. I just don't like squeezing under the gun raisers. I mean, I think you're just asking for trouble sometimes when you do that. I mean, it works. It works some of the time, but I think some of the time, you know, it don't. Sometimes you get yourself owned. See if this is kind of how it always goes for me. Yeah. You bet out when you miss and you get flatted, and then when you flop a set, they insta fold. It's like they can see your hand. You know, I really don't know what I could do there. I mean, I could check to him, but that looks really suspicious. I think most players will just check behind when you check to them. So, and that's a pretty jolly board. You know, that was up there. what was it, Jack, Queen 8. I just don't think you can really check.